organizations globally depend on cash, and they depend on organized crime, and they depend on drugs. And it's something which all of us engage in effective counterterrorism at the hard edge, as well as at the soft edge in economic opportunity, have to deal with. But if you had an opportunity to pitch a message both in Washington and in Europe and in other parts of the world, including my own country, in terms of what else is useful by way of international support for what you're doing in the Philippines and more broadly in ASEAN, give me a sense of what you think would be the credible regional strategy going forward, and how the rest of us can help.
Well, not to sound arrogant, and we admit we don't have the answer to this, but let me quote Einstein. Einstein said, "Stupidity is doing the same thing and expecting something different." And when the U.S. put missiles on Turkey and it affected the security of USSR, USSR tried to put missiles in Cuba, and you had the Cuba missile crisis, and it was removed, and then they removed the one in Turkey. So we do want the U.S. in our region. We do depend on them on security, but at what level? When is it enough, and when is it too much? But of course, there's never enough of defense. But if you overdo the chain, from Australia, Korea, Japan, Philippines, Taiwan, if the U.S. was China, and China was the one putting weapon systems in Australia, Korea, Philippines, Taiwan, and Japan, wouldn't you also build up your defenses, and wouldn't you also militarize some islands in South China Sea? So as I said, I don't know the answer, because we don't want China to militarize in that area, and we don't want an arms war. We want to spend our money for education, for health, for building roads, ports, and not for buying. I'll give you an example now. We're the only ones without submarines in the South China Sea. So if you take a satellite image, and I'll be in CSIS in a few days, the Transparency Initiative is a very good initiative, and it's very helpful, but it doesn't show you the whole picture, because it doesn't show you the submarines that are under the water. And how much is a submarine? $200 million, $250 million. One submarine can do so much for our people, Prime Minister. So if there's one thing
I would have told them in Australia, we're still paying for them. So.
If there's one thing